Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Angel Chemistry. So today in this video we will study about the third category of colloid based on the dispersed phase particles present in colloidal solution. So in the previous videos we have studied about the first type, that is different physical states of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Second one, the nature of dispersed phase and dispersion medium interaction, means whether it is lyophilic or lyophobic. And today we will study this third type of classification, that is colloidal solutions are made up of which type of particles. So based on this, colloids is classified into three categories. First one, multimolecular colloids. Second, macromolecular colloids. And the third one, associated colloids. इन तीनों को हम वन बाय वन थोड़ा डिटेल्स में देखेंगे. Let's talk about the first category, multimolecular colloid. Definition देखते हैं इसका. On dissolution, a large number of atoms or smaller molecules of a substance aggregate together to form species having size in colloidal range, diameter less than 1 nanometer. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि बहुत सारे ऐसे पार्टिकल्स जिनका साइज बहुत ही छोटा है, मीन्स द साइज ऑफ द पार्टिकल इज लेस देन 1 नैनोमीटर, तो वो कोलोइडल रेंज में तो नहीं आते हैं. सो व्हाट हैपन्स टू देम, दे जॉइन टुगेदर, कंबाइन टुगेदर. यू कैन सी इन दिस स्लाइड, they are getting together with each other and making a giant size. But the size of this particle, जो मैं हाईलाइट कर रहा हूं, इसकी बात हो रही है. The size of this particle is found in colloidal range, that is 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. So you can see this colloidal particle, dispersed phase particle, is containing so many molecules or atoms. That's why it has been named as multimolecular colloid, because the colloidal particles are containing large number of molecules or atoms in them. Clear? So example of this, many metallic salts, sulfur salts. You can see the example here. The size of the particle, this, we can say dispersed phase particle is within the colloidal range. And how it has been made? It has been made by the cluster of several gold atoms. That's why it will be considered as a multimolecular colloid. Got it? Another example is sulfur sol. You can see sulfur atoms as 8. 8 sulfur atoms are combining together. So this is the one cluster. This cluster is getting attached with another cluster by the weak van der Waals interaction. This is weak van der Waals interaction. Clear? And together they will form a new particle which will have its size within the colloidal range. Now we will talk about the second type, that is macromolecular colloid. Example, starch solution, protein, cellulose. ये तीनों suitable dispersion medium में इनका solution बनाया हुआ है. The main and important thing about macromolecular colloid is what, कि इनके dispersed phase particles का size जो है वो colloidal range का ही है. Okay, as they have high molecular masses, that's why they are categorized into मैक्रोमोलिकुलर कॉलॉइड। नाम से ही पता चल रहा है मॉलिक्यूल कैसा साइज कैसा है, मैक्रो है, मीन्स इट विल हैव a high molecular mass. Another example, some synthetic man-made macromolecules are also there. Polyethylene, nylon, polystyrene, synthetic rubbers, etc. Okay. Now we'll talk about the third category, that is associated colloid. So let's see the definition first. Associated colloid, that is micelles or micelles. There are some substances which at low concentration behave as normal strong electrolyte, but at higher concentrations exhibit colloidal behavior due to the formation of aggregates. Its meaning is, जैसे इसका नाम दिया हुआ है एसोसिएटेड कॉलॉइड, सो यहाँ कुछ ऐसे सब्सटेंस हैं जिनके लो कंसंट्रेशन पे दे विल बिहेव एज अ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट, नॉर्मल इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. यू कैन सी दीज आर द पार्टिकल्स. दिस इज वन पार्टिकल, अनदर पार्टिकल, all the particles are here. So at low concentration they are behaving as a electrolyte. But what happens when the concentration is increased? When the concentration is increased, you will see their aggregation. They are combining together. Once they are combined together, they will form colloid. I mean to say, the size of dispersed phase particle, this particle, which is a new particle, having a size within the colloidal range, that is from 1 nanometer to 1000 nanometer. As these types of particles are made by the association of so many particles, so they are categorized into associated colloids. They are also called as micelles. You can see micelle. Okay. Examples of this type of colloid is soap, detergent, washing powder, etc. Why? Because at low concentration they will behave as a electrolyte, but at high concentration their particles will be associating together, aggregating together and forming associated colloid. There are two conditions for the formation of associated colloid. First one is a particular concentration, next one at a particular temperature. So these are the two factors which will determine the formation of associated colloid. Let's talk about these two conditions. The first one is, you can see the first one is the Kraft temperature. The definition: the formation of micelles takes place only above a particular temperature called Kraft temperature. Its meaning is कि अगर मिसल फॉर्मेशन होना है तो उसके लिए एक टेम्परेचर से ऊपर के टेम्परेचर पे ही मिसल फॉर्मेशन हो पाएगा. बिलो द टेम्परेचर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ मिसल्स इज नॉट पॉसिबल. सो दैट टेम्परेचर अबव विच मिसल्स और एसोसिएटेड कॉलॉइड्स कैन बी फॉर्म्ड is known as Kraft temperature and represented by Tk. Second factor is CMC, critical micelle concentration. The definition is same like the definition of Kraft temperature. The formation of micelles takes place only above a particular concentration called critical micelle concentration, represented by CMC. As in the previous slide we have already discussed about this type of colloid. At low concentration the substance will behave as a strong electrolyte, but by increasing concentration they will aggregate together, associate together to form micelle. So एक particular concentration होना ही चाहिए, उसी के ऊपर micelle formation possible है. So that concentration is called as critical micelle concentration. So here you can see a micelle molecule in which lyophilic end of dispersed phase particles is heading outwards, while lyophobic end is towards inward, means the tails are forming lyophobic end and the heads and the balls are forming lyophilic end. So here you can see the example is shown here. Here we have a soap molecule C17H35COONA. This is the formula of sodium stearate. So you can see this polar part is lyophilic in nature, while this hydrocarbon chain is lyophobic in nature. So now we'll discuss about the mechanism of micelle formation. Now we'll study the mechanism of micelle formation. You can see sodium stearate, a soap molecule which has a zigzag hydrocarbon chain and a polar head COO minus Na plus. This polar head is hydrophilic in nature, while the long hydrocarbon chain is hydrophobic in nature. So this completely, it can be represented by this, a ball and a tail, the head and a tail. What happens when they are in low concentration? So you can see at very low concentration stearate ions are heading towards water, because these heads will be hydrophilic in nature, so their projection will be towards water. And what happens when the concentration is increased? The concentration is increased, they will form a ring-like structure in which the tails will be in the center and the polar heads will be projecting outwards and forming a ring-like structure called micelles or micelles. So here you can see at low concentration the soap molecule C17H35COONA is dissociated into its anion C17H35COO minus and a cation sodium plus. When the concentration is increased, all the soap molecules will be pulled towards the water. You can see when the concentration is increased, soap molecules will move towards water. These are the hydrophilic ends, that's why these balls are towards water molecule. So once they are moved, what happens? Their aggregation takes place. This aggregation will be possible only when the concentration is above CMC, critical micelle concentration, and the temperature is above Kraft temperature. The association of these soap molecules will be taken place, and you can see they will try to form micelle. They are getting arranged here to form a ring which will be called as a. Now we will discuss about cleansing action of soap. So it will be studied in